Welcome back, YouTube, once again to SPW, and before I even begin, I just have to issue a spoiler warning right now. If you don't want to know what's going on in the MCU, it's okay, walk away, or even skip ahead in the video, it's just fine. But right now, I just have to talk about the elephant in the room. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to the MCU as this man, Dr. Doom! It's pretty uncanny. I couldn't be more excited. I say that often, but man, I always mean it. Dr. Doom coming down to the ring. Who would we be pairing him up with? Of course, none other than his nemesis, but also now his alter ego. What? Huh? Dr. Doom, man, one of the best villains of all time, and now one of the best actors of all time playing him. You couldn't be... I mean, it just sells itself. But Dr. Doom, 6'2", 225 pounds. He is going up against Ironman, 6'2", 425. Mostly it's just the armors. Obviously, I would just say that, well... There's Robert Downey, just kind of sporting it, you know, don't you forget where I come from, you know. Robert Downey Jr., I mean, Tony Stark, obviously, Iron Man... So yeah, a lot happened over this weekend. Deadpool came out, obviously, Comic-Con's going on, all kinds of stuff dropping, new trailers. There's too much to talk about. I'd love to discuss this. Leave me a comment, and I would love to go into further detail. But, as far as it goes on the channel, like I said, this is a match that, I mean, it's kind of like Joker and Batman. Dr. Doom and Iron Man. I was only ever bummed. That was the one thing about the MCU. You never really got to see Iron Man's, like, best villain. And it's because Dr. Doom is kind of that kind of villain where he's not just Iron Man's villain. He's, you know, Fantastic Four's villain. And, I mean, he's kind of Avenger-level threat. So, obviously, if they're bringing back Robert Downey, then that just means, you know, it's probably a multiverse version of him or something of the sort. I'd love to discuss it. Oh! Dr. Doom leading with a headbutt. But there was comic books, actually there was like 2 comic book storylines where Tony Stark actually did become Dr. Doom, and I don't want to spoil them. Go read them. It's pretty awesome, but I mean, one of them, again, I feel like spoiler alerts are all over this episode. Sorry, everybody. But, by the way, this is a 15-minute Iron Man match. Every time we feature Iron Man, I'm going to have an Iron Man match because, gosh darn it, that's what he should excel at, shouldn't he? Unfortunately, he has lost one already to Batman, but it's okay. It's no harm losing to Batman. Most people do. But what I do on the channel, because, of course, you know, we don't want to be here all night. I actually set a 15-minute time limit. So, it's actually probably one of my new favorite matches, because some of these matches can go long. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure if you've been following the channel, you recognize that. So, it's like, you know, I feel like 15 minutes is a sweet spot. So, Iron Man, in my world, the SPW, the Iron Man match is, you know, on like a comfortable pace. You know, just at a medium pace. Ba-bumpa. But Iron Man and Dr. Doom, right now, we are seeing a dueling personalities in the MCU. And, by the way, we're also in our new Iron Man arena, if you couldn't tell. Once again, the 2K community never lets me down. This arena looks awesome. But Dr. Doom towering over Iron Man. I'm surprised by that, actually, because according to the stats, they're the same height, just different weight. But, you know, technically, it's the same guy. I'm going to say that that Iron Man looks a little bit more akin to real-life Robert Downey Jr. The Dr. Doom is definitely on-screen Robert Downey. A little thing called Apple boxes in the business do amazing things for actors' careers. But, oh, wrench in the neck, Iron Man. I've been talking this whole time because there's just so much in the MCU that I just want to geek out about. But let's get back to the action. Dr. Doom, just now a kick to the head, and suddenly things have shifted quickly. But again, we're having an Iron Man match, and that means that multiple pinfalls, multiple submissions are allowed. You just try to get as many as you can in the 15 minutes. Obviously, there's a timer in the top right corner of the screen. But these two, again, really the worst of nemesis. I mean, this is, again, like Batman and the Joker. This is Superman and Lex Luthor. Iron Man and Doctor Doom, they go way back. and on it's one of those things, too. It's because they're so similar. They're opposites, and they're the exact same person. It's kind of, go figure. I mean, one is like born into more of like a royalty kind of a thing, and then obviously Iron Man kind of just born into wealth, which, you know, that's its own royalty in our country. But there was a storyline where these two were college roommates, and I'm pretty sure it was a what-if storyline, and literally Doctor Doom switches bodies with Tony Stark. And then he gets everything Tony Stark has, like, as far as, like, you know, the money and everything that goes with it. But Tony Stark kept his intelligence, and so, but he's now in the body of Victor Von Doom. So he is Doom. He becomes Doctor Doom. He builds his suit just like he would, but of course he does it the Latvarian way, and so it looks just like Doctor Doom's suit, but in the red and yellow that we see all over the arena right now. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if that's the route they're going to go in the MCU, so it'll be interesting to see how they do it. I mean, they're doing the multiverse, so right now I feel like it's just an easy thing to be like, yeah, he's just another version, you know. But who knows? Maybe they'll actually cover it in the what if. Oh, here we go. You knew you were going to see high-flying action from Iron Man, calling him to his feet. What are we going to see? Oh, just good old-fashioned hammer fist. I like it, though. But still, high-flying action from Iron Man. And again, this Iron Man is just incredible looking. I mean, I really am kind of blown away at the characters that are created in these 2K games. So again, I really would love to hear from you as far as, like, I can give notes on if y'all want to be able to download and play these characters. Just let me know, because yeah, obviously I'm more than happy to you know, share and the content from these creators that have worked really hard. Oh, 2 count! Oh, we almost had our first pinfall. We are literally 5 minutes in now, and no pinfalls yet. But once more, oh, here we go. Iron Man powering up. Oh! Dr. Doom dodges! Duck dodgers! Away! No. Lands a knee, dropping Iron Man. Wise to get out of the way. Oh, what do we go? Ah, oh, Tombstone pile driver! Oh! Is that going to be enough? Crawling and just dropping ahead, but a rope break! How about that? In an Iron Man match, the referee and the ropes reign supreme. Oh, look at this. Dr. Doom taking off the padding on the turnbuckle, going old school. That just reminds me of George the Animal Steel every time I see it. Oh, here we go. Once again. Oh, power slam. Right now, Iron Man definitely on the receiving end. All the momentum has swung Dr. Doom's way. It's just weird to think that inside all that armor is another Robert Downey Jr. A slightly older, more angry Robert Downey Jr. But you know you're going to get some humor out of it. There's no way to not. Oh, up top, big knee. He's still dishing out punishment, deciding not to go for the pinfall. Ooh, is he going to regret it now? Iron Man finally counters, flings him outside the ring. Look at this. What was it, the Canary Yellow and the Corvette Red? Yeah, I think that's the paint job that we're going for. Looking good in this arena. Oh, man. I was about to say Iron Man's finally having things go his way. As soon as I thought it, Dr. Doom lands a kick to the head. Iron Man landing body shots, getting out of it. Is he going to be able to get this first pinfall or submission? I mean, at this point, again, I do admit that the 15 minutes is a bit of a short time, but that's kind of why I like this. It almost has like the opposite effect. I mean, when you're saying Iron Man, you know, you're thinking like the Iron Man competition. But when I hear Iron Man, I think Tony Stark. So incidentally, Tony Stark's not gonna drive himself to some kind of like hour-long matchup. No, he's not gonna do some marathon. He's like a Ferrari, you know? Oh, power bombed! A Ferrari that gets power bombed on the railing. Everything looks like it's made out of iron out there, too, so I'm sure it's not very forgiving. But, you know, obviously Iron Man would want these things done quickly, so that's why we've got a 15-minute time limit. You know, SPW rules. That's how we roll. But right now, I just couldn't be enjoying this. Again, just seeing Dr. Doom and Iron Man fighting just makes me happy. I really hope that Marvel makes it happen. I mean, there's no reason you can't, right? If you're having one guy play Dr. Doom, why can't you have him also reprise his Iron Man role? I mean, come on. Like, give us that, at least in Secret Wars, for like a second. Oh, for a second, I was also thinking, hey, maybe they'll give us our first submission of the match. But Dr. Doom gets out of it once again. I mean, he's basically Iron Man, like, combined with Doctor Strange. I mean, that's basically Dr. Doom. So, on so many levels, it actually makes a lot of sense. Robert Downey is a brilliant casting. Oh, again! Trying to go for that submission hold. Dr. Doom having none of it. I mean, the size on these two is pretty impressive, considering it's the same actor inside the suit. 1, 2, oh! Still no pinfalls. How about that? Oh, Dr. Doom, what's he got planned, though? He is stalking his prey. Oh, another tombstone, this time outside the ring, on the metal. Oh, and Iron Man is stunned. Is this going to be our first pinfall? Dr. Doom struggling to even try to get to the pin. Allowing Iron Man... Oh, both of them are stunned. Literally, look at that. That took just as much out of Dr. Doom as it did Tony Stark. 1, 2, 3! Dr. Doom! Robert Downey! It probably will be Tony Stark. I mean, what do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts on this whole situation. It's really crazy right now. It's going to be several years out. Who knows when we'll actually see it. But, by gosh, let's start speculating. Dr. Doom right now in charge. He has the advantage. There are 5 minutes left and 5 seconds. Iron Man managing to mount some offense. All he's got to do at least is get one pinfall or submission, and he is back in the game. I feel like as soon as either of these guys gets up 2 with the amount of time left, that might be the end of it. Wrenching the neck. I mean, repeatedly going after the head, incidentally. I don't know. I mean, maybe he knows something we don't. Oh, lands a spear! This one stuns him. 1, 2, 3! Oh, Iron Man ties it up at 1. We have 4 to quarter minutes. Oh, he tried for an elbow. Misjudged the time. I mean, you could tell he's still seeing stars. He's landed, or rather had 2 tombstone pile drivers landed on him. And then, again, yeah, Dr. Doom going after the head. Both of them attacking each other's brains. Is that, I mean, metaphoric, do you think? Oh, DDT to the outside. That looked like it hurt. Oh, he is writhing in pain. Both of them laying side by side. Again, this is kind of like a weird, like Funhouse mirror match, where it's the same person, but just a weird, distorted reality version of said person. Oh, man. Iron Man going to work on the limbs. I mean, I think that he's been trying for a submission this whole time, so I mean, obviously, the head is another limb like anything else, technically, right? Attached to a torso. But, oh, now, Dr. Doom stunned. Iron Man, oh! Going for that submission! Smartly! Oh, he gets the tap! Now Iron Man is up by 1. 1 pinfall, 1 submission to Dr. Doom. Oh, and continuing that neck attack. Look at this. He had a game plan going in. Now Dr. Doom trying to play catch-up. We're just under 3 minutes. Man, it's still anybody's game, really. I mean, whose is it? Robert Downey's or Robert Downey's? Sorry, I'm just going to be saying it all night because I am pretty excited. Leave me a comment. Do the thing. Like, subscribe. We're going to have plenty more MCU content. 1, 2, 3, he gets another one! Iron Man is now up by 2. That might do it. There are literally just 222. Make a wish. Literally 2 minutes left. Oh, running leg drop. Hulk Hogan style. Look at this out of Dr. Doom. Referee's trying to get in position. 1, 2, and Iron Man kicks out. That's why it's an Iron Man match. He's the man you gotta take down. And right now, Doom. What's his plan? Doom always has a plan. His plan is to yell at the crowd, get himself pumped up. Oh, but he left himself open. Iron Man takes full advantage. 1, 2, 3. He gets another one. That's gotta do it. Unless Dr. Doom can somehow pull out some sort of doomsday device. I don't know how he's gonna topple Iron Man. Iron Man, another spear! He has all the momentum right now. The ref is... Oh, it looks like he's putting the turnbuckle back on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Look at this. I love it. Dr. Doom not to be outdone. He's still fighting back, but Iron Man has everything going his way. We only have a little over a minute left. But, once again, Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom, it's just going to be off the charts. I mean, I feel like part of this is also him just returning to the MCU as a whole. Oh, what is going on? Do we have a choke slam? We sure do. Here comes a choke slam from hell. Oh! Doom, wisely, hey, he already got busted with the rope break once. Pulls Iron Man away. 1, 2, and 3. That's what I figured, but it might be too little too late from Dr. Doom. He's trying to make up lost time. Much like Robert Downey Jr. having missed this whole second phase of the MCU, but it's okay, he's coming back in the end to save it. Just like Deadpool. By the way, coming up soon, Deadpool-a-Palooza. It's gonna happen. It's another pay-per-view event from SPW, and of course, Deadpool is just too much to do one episode for, so we're gonna have to do another pay-per-view. Oh, man! Iron Man wins, but right now, he did not look happy on the receiving end of that flying knee. But right there he does. Iron Man wins the Iron Man match. I mean, come on. You gotta love him. Robert Downey Jr., even Stan Lee was like, he said when he saw him in person, he just looked like the comic book come to life. Like, literally, he just imagined him and he manifests. So, that's about as good of praise as you could possibly get from the creator of, of the character. So, Robert Downey, really, this match was just a celebration of him. I'm so stoked that he's coming back. Definitely A-lister all the way. And honestly, one of the reasons why the MCU succeeded. So, you gotta give him props. But again, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, do the thing, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. But obviously, like I said, coming up, we're going to be having another pay-per-view. I like to mix those in probably about every 6 weeks, just like in real life. You know, that's about how wrestling does it. Every month and a half, give or take. But either way, like I said, too much to cover in Deadpool, and I don't want to spoil it for those of you that haven't seen it yet. So we're just going to go ahead and save all of the jokes, all of the references, for one pay-per-view. And, yeah, it'll be coming up on a Saturday near you. So, until then, everybody, have a good night, and we will see you next time.